Hey everyone, this is Renee Frey from Talent Q, and you're listening to the Conscious Professional Podcast. More people than ever want to be happy in their career and personal life, but they're going about it all wrong. I'm here to set the record straight and emphasize the importance of prioritizing your mindset. I'm thrilled you're here. With Thanksgiving being this week, I'm overflowing with gratitude. It's a time of year that reminds us all to pause and reflect on all the things we hold dear. If you've been following me a while, you know that gratitude is the cornerstone of my daily routine. Every single morning after hitting the gym and enjoying a protein shake, I sit down to meditate. And when I finish, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for every single day. It's a simple practice, but one I've committed to for years, and it's completely transformed the way I see the world. I'll share with you exactly what I do. I grab my journal and I write, I am grateful for, and then I fill in the blank. And I'll share with you what I wrote down today. I wrote, I'm grateful for warm blankets. I'm grateful not to be scared of cats anymore. And I'm grateful for my positivity. Super easy, simple things. This habit has kept me grounded, focused, and tuned into the abundance and positivity and beauty in my life, even on the tough days. As we approach Thanksgiving, gratitude feels even more significant to me, especially in light of the tremendous losses I've seen people all around me face lately. It's a stark reminder that every single day we wake up on this planet, it truly is a gift, and I'm incredibly grateful to be here. Recently, my husband's former classmate passed away, and he was only 47. Just heartbreaking. He lost his battle with cancer. We also had another person we knew that was only 48. Him and his wife passed away in a tragic car crash. Just unbelievable. And they left behind teenage children. So heartbreaking. Another friend of mine, her dad unexpectedly passed away. And with all of this loss, it's so hard going through the stages of grief and losing a loved one. It's so very, very hard. I lost one of my best friends 6 years ago when he was only 42 years old, and that was the biggest loss I'd ever experienced. When someone your age passes away, it's unfathomable. It's a very emotional experience. And this year earlier, I lost a nephew who was 35 and he left behind a son. These are the ones that hurt the most because when someone dies of old age, you're kind of happy for them because you know they've lived a long life and they're going to a better place and they'll be at peace. I'll be honest, when I was in my 20s, every year when my birthday came around, I would be overcome with fear. I specifically remember the day of my birthday in the shower, bawling my eyes out every single birthday because I was so petrified of dying. And now that I'm 47, I've done so much personal development and I focus so much on growth mindset, positivity, and abundance. I no longer have this same fear because I have truly expanded my faith. Now, I grew up Catholic. And I've always said that I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. I think Catholicism had too many rigid requirements for my free big spirit. However, I am still very spiritual. And I'm still in tune to a greater power out there because I believe that there had to be something behind the scenes. Whether it's, you call it infinite intelligence or God or the universe, whatever it is, something behind the scenes definitely brought me and my husband Dustin together because we are definitely soulmates. We've now been married for 22 years. Actually, 22 years. We just celebrated an anniversary at the beginning of November. and we've been together for 25 years. And I believe that doesn't happen by chance. I believe in destiny, and we were meant to be. So as my faith has expanded, I would say probably like a handful of years ago, probably around the time when I started this mindset journey and personal development, I dove right in deep into all that right after I started my company, Talent Q. So it's probably been about 10 years. That's when I got a mindset coach and worked really hard on growing that area and getting rid of my limiting beliefs and all the bullshit stories I'd been carrying around up in my head from childhood, because they were not only affecting me, but they were affecting my business. Your limiting beliefs limit you and limit you in your career too. That's also around the time I discovered that energy is never destroyed. It's always here. So even though I'm here in the human body form, when I die, my energy doesn't die. It just changes form. So I'll still be around in some different type of form. Maybe we can't see, and knowing that is truly remarkable, actually, right? And I know when I pass, I'll be fine. And I have full faith in this. I tell everyone I know this who's really close to me, because I try to live each day as if it were my last. When I wake up in the morning, every morning, my intention is to live that day full out with that kind of energy and zest. And I tell everyone I know that if I died right now, I know I lived my best life and I did all the things I wanted in this life and I have zero regrets. That's how I live my life, my friends. I cherish every moment. I relish in the tender, sweet moments, the moments where I feel my heart explode throughout my whole body, filled with gratitude. Like back when I was hiking at the Arches National Park with my family, I stopped to take a selfie of me and my 2 daughters and my husband behind me. And in that moment, it's one of those moments I'll never forget. My body exploded with gratitude and joy, and the tears started streaming down my face because I was in heaven. I was in heaven on earth. And I've had so many of these types of moments that if I die, I'm good. I lived my life in a magnificent way and I have zero regrets. I know I was the happiest person I could be most of the time. I know we all have shitty days. I do too. No one goes through life without them. I've had days where everything went wrong, where I failed, but I climbed back up. Because life is so much more than the failures and the problems we face. There are usually gifts in those failures and successes in those problems. And when I start to look around and see the sheer abundance of beauty in nature, that's when I know everything has been and will always be fine, even in those toughest moments. So this Thanksgiving, even if things don't go as planned, take a moment to breathe it all in. Look for little joys, the fleeting moments of beauty, and let yourself feel gratitude for even the smallest, teeniest things. That's where the magic of life is hiding. It's always there if we choose to see it. In addition to writing down things you're grateful for, there's another powerful exercise that I love doing with my clients, and I'm going to share it with you. First, I ask them to grab a piece of paper and list out 20 things they want, but they don't have yet. 100% of the time, people will list everything they don't have. Now, this isn't a trick or anything. They completed the task appropriately. But then I want to take it a step further. They create another list of 20. But for the next list of 20, I ask them to alternate between the things they want but don't have and the things they already have that once they deeply wanted. Why don't we want the things we already have? It's like once we have something, we're moving on because we got it. Let's still want what we have because this brings gratitude, joy into our lives. When we actively want and appreciate what we already have, it shifts our mindset from scarcity to abundance. This practice helps us recognize how far we've come and grounds us in the present moment, making us more fulfilled and open to achieving even greater things. By wanting what we have, we create a powerful cycle of contentment and motivation that drives us forward without losing sight of the blessings that we've already received. This is a simple yet profound exercise to shift perspectives. It's amazing how much gratitude can bloom when you see how many of your past desires have become your current reality. And lastly, I'm super excited to announce the launch of my new masterclass, Foundation for Limitless Living. This masterclass is designed for anyone ready to break through limitations and create a life that feels fulfilling and balanced both personally and professionally. Throughout the masterclass, we dive deep into strategies for building habits and shifting mindsets and learning practical tools that empower you to show up fully in every area of your life. I encourage you to join the waitlist to be the first to secure your spot. It's going to be an incredible journey full of insights, growth, and support from a like-minded community. You won't want to miss it. You can grab your spot on the waitlist by clicking in the link in the show notes. So the key points from today's episode are: practicing gratitude helps you stay grounded and recognize the abundance and beauty in your life. Shifting your mindset and letting go of limiting beliefs will transform your personal growth in exponential ways. Even in challenging times, find joy in the small moments and appreciate the wonderful gifts you already have. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Share this episode with someone you love and go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. Live your life with intention. I believe in you. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible. So if you would, please hit the follow button so we can grow our community of conscious professionals. Whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can find the button at the top of the page. See you next week. Cheers, everyone.